May, and I am back with another layout. And as I'm starting this layout, my tape was just giving me a hard time, which it does if you own this tape gun, but I still love it even though it drives me crazy sometimes. Anyway, I have another golf layout for you. So the last one was in May. This one is July of this past year, and I got new golf clubs. I was golfing with a set that my dad used at one point, and my nephew did, who was the same height as my dad, 6'2", and I am 5'5". I used to be in a half, but that's age, right? So if you know anything about golf, your clubs change by your height, and I didn't have anything that I wasn't serious, but since my boyfriend and I are golfing more, I decided it was time to get a new set, and I wanted to take lessons, which now are probably not going to happen until next year, but I wanted my own clubs that I was going to use before I did that. So that's the story of these clubs, and I'm using a color. You saw me use purple there, and that purple paper was from Doodlebug Petite Prints, the Orchid Gingham Linen, and there is a little purple stripe on my bag, so I really wanted to get that purple in. It's much more apparent when you see, like, it pops on the photograph just because I used that. And then I'm using this black and white paper here, the golf club paper from Photoplay MVP Golf. It's the hole-in-one paper, and I just liked that was more neutral, but kind of had the golf scene. I really wanted the color, that purple, because it's so different, and it's very different in my scrapbook as well. I really wanted that to pop. Then I'm doing a 1/3, 2/3 layout here. So the 1/3 paper there is the blue paper from Pebbles Happy Hooray, and it's the Hooray paper, which is a birthday paper, but I knew that paper was the same color as my golf bag. Then I added in that cute cut apart that says, love the golf scene. That is from the Photoplay MVP back 9 paper, which is the cut apart. And I just loved that little play on words, especially since they were my new clubs. I'm adding in an Ellie Studio label in navy. And then I added a 3D golf bag sticker with clubs that's from Recollections. So, the Michaels sticker brand. And then I wanted it was too blue, and there's a lot of green down on the bottom, so I grabbed another LE Studio pack of labels and added that green sticker, and that did just what I did. So I'm echoing the navy and or blue and green, navy and green that's in the cut apart as well. And I could tell a little bit more of a story here, that my boyfriend is actually the one that found the clubs because he knew I was looking for them, and they were a really nice price at Costco, and they're perfect for me. I actually really, really love golfing with them, so that's really cool. But I just decided to just mark the occasion, and the rest of it can be in my head. I'm sure I will remember that he was the one that found them. Then I just added a sticker there of golf shoes, and that came from the Photoplay MVP Golf Element sticker sheet. And I'm kind of playing around with this flag, like what am I going to do with this? And I'm thinking I like it up there in the corner because it's feeling a little bit, there's like no good transition between the sticker cluster, or the cluster on the left with the labels, and then what's going to become kind of the cluster to the right of the photo with the Love the Club scene cut apart. So I'm not going to put a lot in there because I don't want to overwhelm that. That's kind of my thought, but I just like having something to help your eye transition through, or to stop for just a second. I don't know that you really spend a lot of time on it because it's a pretty small embellishment, but it is something. And it's, getting that in there. So then what I'm doing is I have a golf visor and then shoes, and that golf visor is from that Photoplay MVP Golf Element stickers as well. There we go. But I'm adding my foam tape behind it. And the reason I did that is because the bag up at the top is 3D. It's a 3D sticker, so I wanted to get that on somewhere else, or it would have looked a little odd that I didn't have it. And then I'm adding in that Tea Time sticker. That again is from the MVP Golf Element stickers. And that's just another way to get some navy. Now, it wasn't truly at tea time. We were hitting balls here, not golfing. Not like going on a course, but I just like the navy element, and I was using tees. How about that? Eventually. So it was a good day. This is the first time I used my clubs, and if you golf, I was hitting them straight, not particularly long at that point, but I'm straight, and I always say hitting them straight is more than half the battle. The rest of it comes eventually, for those of you who know anything about golf. All right, so now I decided that I wanted to add a little something else in here. It felt the contrast between the navy paper and the white paper just felt like too much. I like to do this. I'd like to do some sort of transition. And so I am using what I think is either a Recollections or a Hobby Lobby washi tape. I don't know for sure because I didn't have it labeled, but I'm pretty sure it's one or the other. And I think it's actually might be Recollections, but I just added that black and white chevron there just to help the transition. And there's a lot of black in the paper with the clubs on it, and it's kind of a neutral, even though it's a nice place. It also really does a great job, if you look at the before pictures and then how it looks after, it does a great job of drawing your eye right to the photo in the middle there, because it's dark. It's really dark. And I think that bag at the top was drawing your eye away from the photo a little bit, so I really like the way that also did that same thing. And that's why I chose to use black and not maybe blue or something else. Lastly, I'm adding in some enamel dots, and look at these lovely purple enamel dots. Those are from Altenew, and they are the shades of purple dots, and I love that. And I love that I'm using purple. It's just not a color that I tend to scrap with a lot, but there you go. All right, there's a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I will be back with another layout soon. Bye, everybody.